And one of the patterns I've noticed is that the woke today, the postmodern woke crowd, this new flavor of our current culture, is really into experimenting with all sorts of weird things, right? They love researching and looking into weird stuff, things that go against traditional modernity, things that go against materialism and naturalism. Uh, they are a group where we live in a time where people want to experiment with loads of different strange things, with different drugs, new ways of life, new philosophies, new ideologies, the whole uh, power of thought type of stuff. What's it called? Uh, all of that type of new age uh, mind consciousness talk, about projecting your thoughts, the law of attraction, these types of things are very popular amongst people today, the young people today. And one of the things I noticed was that it's very sad from one perspective that people are having to resort to these things. And unfortunately, many Muslims as well are into this type of stuff. I did a couple of uh, what they call spaces on Twitter or the pot last week, and I don't know if I can say surprisingly, but there were some Muslims that came on and shared their experiences of taking these psychedelics for one reason or the other, and obviously the negative consequences of that. Um, so we're living in a time where people are confused, and the confusion that was created by modernity, right? And I don't want to go into the whole history of the Enlightenment and all of that. I've done that several times before on this channel. But essentially, when people turned away from God and rejected God and adopted a materialist way of looking at reality, a materialist way of mapping the world around us and understanding it, when they adopted this worldview, sure, it helped from some perspectives and some people, but in the long run, and for the individual, for each person, it was a detrimental thing, because human beings are deeply spiritual. Human beings need to fulfill that spiritual desire, that spiritual need that they have. And materialism rejects that. Naturalism rejects that. Naturalism and materialism teaches us that it's all one big closed physical system. There's nothing beyond it. It's all matter in motion. It's all physical. The supernatural, the divine, other realms, other realities. Nothing like this exists. It was all just myths of the past, basically. And now we're seeing that shift away from modernity to post-modernity, and the woke crowd. They are sort of, you know, rejecting all of this and are wanting to experiment with all of this new age stuff. And along with that comes all this, experimentation with drugs and psychedelics, and a deeper interest into other supernatural stuff. I think the UFO phenomenon, when I say phenomenon, I'm talking about the way it's impacting the the people of today, and the way they are showing so much interest towards the paranormal and all of this type of stuff shows that people are desperate. At least one perspective is that people are desperate to experience something greater, that's beyond our material physical world. And many Muslims fall into this as well, unfortunately, right? So this is a big problem.